Hey everybody, in this video we are dealing with factoring polynomials and various techniques. Alright, what is the precise definition of mathematics? It is the technique to explain, understand, and manage reality specifically by ciphering, counting, measuring, classifying, ordering, inferring, and monitoring patterns arising in the environment. You guys must know this definition because you saw it on my quiz, and you're going to see it again, pretty sure, on my test. And you may have to use that again in your project as it was in the first project. You guys got two more projects to contend with. Now, a fine example of this definition that I'm going to share with you is modeling patterns arising in the environment. All right, example of me modeling pattern arising in the environment. Are you ready to take a test? Are you ready to take my test? So, me, who's the college student of LSU, I ask myself this all the time, as much as you guys ask yourself this or say, I'm not ready for Mr. Howard's test. His test too much. He'd be wrong on his test. So, guys, the environment in this case is going to be the test. So, I got to determine, am I ready for my test? Ready to take a test? What you see here, this is the model. This is the model that I use to determine, am I ready to take a test? And you guys are more than welcome to, figure this out for yourself too. And I'm going to tell you what all these variables represent. All right? All right. So, guys, when you're thinking about taking a test, you think about factors that variables, meaning the situations that you have to contend with. Like, for example, do you have all your notes? Were you here every class period? Those are the variables you create to determine how prepared are you. So this example that you see is variables that I use to determine, am I ready to take a test or not? For example, the I is the variable. The I represents the points of events that I go to. Like, for example, am I having to go to a birthday party? Or do I have to do this and do this and do that for the person who's staying in my house who I'm being responsible for until the end of the semester? For you high schoolers, the events that you thinking about is like, oh, I play sports, I play band, or whatever events that you got going on that's going to either help you study or take away from your time. Mainly take away from your time. All right? So S being the hours of sleep I had last night. And that means just the night before the test. Like sometimes when I'm grading papers and preparing my lessons for you guys, I don't get done with grading and updating grades until sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning. And so when I got a test to take, if I don't get enough rest, I'm gonna struggle through the test. All right? And don't forget each variable that you see, like the I and the S, is going to be a specific number that you set. All right, C, how much coffee I have, to stay awake. Coffee, I like to go to Starbucks, get my coffee on. You guys, it may be make sure that you ate breakfast, or make sure you eat a good meal, or, have enough gum or whatever is you use to stay awake. All right, so let's talk about P. P is the hours preparation needed to excel. So you guys don't really have to think like that. I do, because usually in order for me to do good on any test that I take, I have to have at least a good 10 hours, not in one sitting, but in total of 10 hours to study and prepare myself for the test. Okay? This other variable, P of A, how many hours did I actually study for? Like if I study like an hour, just 1 hour out of the 10, 1 out of 10 is 20%. So I got a low chance of passing my test. All right. D talks about the difficulty of the subject matter. If it's for you guys algebra 2 and the stuff that I go over seem a bit difficult because you haven't seen it before and it demands stuff that you forgot because some of the stuff that you needed was so middle school, like the law of exponent. I mean, if you guys forgot about the law of exponents, but I remind you often as possible to make sure you don't forget about that so you could do what we need to do with polynomials. N represented the nervousness. How much nervous I am between the scale of 1 to 10. 10 being that I just can't function, or tightrope across Grand Canyon. And of course, what it should equal to, that number that I'm looking for. So if P, prepared, is greater than 1, I'll be just fine for my test. So if all your calculations is over just 1, the integer 1, guess what? You good for your test. So I may let you guys try this out for yourself to see how you prepare for like another quiz or something like that, dealing with polynomials, factoring in particular. All right?